So viewers, now I will discuss about COD. COD. What is the meaning of COD? COD means chemical oxygen demand. COD means chemical oxygen demands. I already informed you in the water organic and inorganic compound are available. So organic compound like carbonic content. For this organic compound required BOD. But for this inorganic compound, for removing the organic compound required biological oxygen demand. But for removing the inorganic compound required chemical oxygen demand or COD. But for removing the inorganic compound, you have to use acidified potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7. For removing the inorganic compound or bios required acidified potassium dichromate. After reaction of potassium dichromate, it will create oxygen, and this oxygen react with impurities, oxidize the impurities. So now I will give explanation how it is happening. So potassium dichromate react with sulfuric acid. If it is react with 4 mole sulfuric acid, SO4, what will create? It will create potassium sulfate plus potassium sulfate plus 3 oxygen. So after reaction with sulfuric acid, it will create potassium sulfate, chromium sulfate and 3 oxygen. It will create 3 oxygen. So after reaction of potassium dichromate, it has create triose oxygen. So finally potassium dichromate react with sulfuric acid and create triose oxygen. So this oxygen react with impurities and remove the impurities. If impurities more, that time required more oxygen. If impurities more, that time required more oxygen. For getting more oxygen, need to provide more potassium dichromate. By providing potassium dichromate, oxygen consuming. In this water, oxygen consuming. And this oxygen react with inorganic compound and remove this inorganic compound. If inorganic compound more or impurities more, required more oxygen. For removing more impurities, need to consume more oxygen. For more oxygen, required or demand more potassium dichromate. For consuming oxygen, required potassium dichromate from outside. So need to give potassium dichromate from outside. For removing these impurities, required potassium dichromate demand. That's why for removing these impurities required chemical demand or potassium dichromate demand. That's why it is calling COD or chemical oxygen demand. So this is one type of chemical. This chemical demand required for removing the impurities. That's why it is calling COD or chemical oxygen demand. So I hope viewers it is understand. If any confusion, you can comment in my channel. But you should think one thing, this COD percentage always more than BOD.